So, is it worth teaching on Skillshare in 2025? Is it worth the time investment, the energy investment, and how much money will you make? Well, I've been teaching on the platform for more than 5 years now. I've created more than 30 courses, and I belong in a group of teachers which are called the top teachers, like the top 2% of teachers on Skillshare. They get awarded by entering this community of top teachers. I've been with this platform through its ups and downs. And if there's one person that can talk about the platform, I feel like this person is me. Again, I've trained more than 20,000 students inside, again, Skillshare, generated tens of thousands of dollars, and I've accumulated more than almost 1 million total minutes of, again, watch time on platform, which is amazing. I'm actually one of the best performing teachers right now on the platform. And in this video, I'm sharing all of the information, all of the data sets that I have with you if you're considering to create your first course on Skillshare or to start uploading in the platform. So in this video, we're going through, again, mostly their payment model. First of all, how do you get paid there? Their new updates, they have some very exciting new updates which might completely switch the way that teachers make money on the platform, right? How to find success as a complete beginner on Skillshare. I know that it's kind of overwhelming, to have that much competition of other teachers. So I'm going to show you like how to find success in an evidence-based way. Finally, we're going to be comparing Skillshare with Udemy, the biggest, let's say, enemy of Skillshare, right? The other online course marketplace, and some final reflections once we're done with all of these points right here. Now, before we dive into the payment model of Skillshare and the revenue model of teachers there, I need to say before we start with this video that Skillshare is the only platform that gave me a voice 5 years ago, and I owe huge part of my success to this platform. When I started creating my guides around photography, videography, this is how I started creating courses 5 years ago, and I uploaded them on YouTube. No one cared, no one watched them. But when I switched to Skillshare and when I started uploading them as courses on Skillshare, I saw opportunity there. I saw a very slight demand and just a few students, those first few 20, 30 students that enrolled in my courses just spiked this creativity. Again, I get light, they lit up this creativity fire inside of me, which led me to this point that I am right here, like launching 3 creative businesses and doing this full time. I have a huge respect for the platform, and they've given me an opportunity that I wouldn't find anywhere else. Now, again, as I mentioned in the introduction of this video, I found great success in the platform, and I do not consider myself to be an extremely smart person. What I do consider myself to be is a hardworking dude. Like, I might not be the smartest guy out there, but I actually work hard, and you can see this with the 30 different courses that I've created. Skillshare and my approach into creating, launching, and scaling a course in these online course marketplaces like Skillshare and Udemy relies mostly on volume, right? This is how I managed to find my success on Skillshare, by trial and error and testing and creating new courses, more lengthy courses, courses based on their in-demand class topics. This is how I found my success on Skillshare, and this is how I train my students based on all of the information, the data that I've covered and I've discovered after creating more than 30 courses, right? I know what works and what doesn't work. And when I work with someone on a one-on-one basis to help them create, launch, and scale their course on Skillshare and Udemy, this is what I do. I, of course, leverage all of the information that I have after creating all of these 30 courses. So how do you get paid on the platform? How do you get paid on Skillshare? On Skillshare, you get paid up until this point, right? Ever since March of 2025. By the time that I'm recording this video, you get paid based on the amount of watch time that your courses accumulate there. So for us instructors on Skillshare, money equals with premium minutes of watch time. So a student on Skillshare, they do not purchase each course individually. They pay a yearly subscription to the platform, and they automatically have access to all of the courses inside of Skillshare. So it doesn't really come down into someone enrolling in your course and just purchasing your course. It comes down into the length, right? And the amount of minutes of content that they consume from your course. So honestly, on Skillshare, if you want to find success, you shouldn't only create enticing courses with cool introductory videos and cool thumbnails. So once people enroll, it's done, right? You need to create courses that are both lengthy and of top quality. And in order to do this at scale, you need correct systems. So you need a good audio system, you need a good camera system, you need a good setup, which enables you to produce lots of content every single day that it's of A-tier quality, right? If you want to reach like 0.2% or 2% of teachers, which like me, right? A top teacher. This is how Skillshare pays. This is one of actually the three different payment models that Skillshare has for each teachers, right? So the first one again is you get paid based on the amount of premium watch time that you accumulate, and that's going to be like 70, 80% of your revenue on Skillshare. The second way that you get paid, well, there are actually four ways to get paid on Skillshare. The second way that you can get paid is based on referrals. So again, Skillshare obviously is a subscription-based marketplace. Students again pay a yearly subscription to the marketplace, to the platform, right, to have access to all of the courses. If you manage to refer a student, let's say you have a YouTube channel, right, and you upload videos, and some of your viewers want to join Skillshare, if they join from your link, you get, I think, 60% commission from their purchase, from the first, let's say, purchase. So if they subscribe to the yearly plan and the yearly plan is $100, you get $60 for every person that subscribes to the yearly plan, right? Now, prices fluctuate based on the location of the students, right? So you might need to take this factor into consideration. But this is definitely another way to scale if you already have an audience and if you want to just earn some more money through your referrals. I've seen people do some crazy damage with their referrals on Skillshare. That's the second way to generate income with Skillshare. The third way is actually with the so-called adjustments. So if you enter one of their two top teacher programs, the first top teacher program is actually called Rising Teacher, which you belong in, let's say, 20 to 30% of the top teachers on Skillshare, of the best teachers on the platform. You enter this Rising Teacher program. And once you graduate this program and they feel like you're a top teacher, which means that you belong in the top 2% of teachers in the platform, you enter another program which is called the Top Teacher program. And if you're a teacher in either the Rising Teacher program or the Top Teacher program, you get paid an extra amounts of dollars per month. If you're a rising teacher, you get a bonus of $100 per month. If you're a top teacher, you get a bonus of $250 per month. So on top of the revenue that my courses accumulate and on top of the referrals that I bring to the platform, I also get a bonus of $250 per month just because I am a top teacher. Now, there's actually a final way to further monetize your content on Skillshare, and it's completely new. It's actually one of their new updates, and this is how this is the new segue to the second point that I have to make, is that Skillshare has actually partnered up with a new AI company that wants to license some of the courses to train some of their AI models. Now, this might sound dangerous. It might sound weird. You might be like, I don't know, I don't want my courses to be licensed to some AI training. I don't want to be replaced by AI. But they ensured us teachers that those AI, again, models that are going to be trained are not here to replace teachers. They're actually analyzing some other aspects like what do hand gestures look like when you're instructing a lesson, right? And by opting in this program, it will unlock a new way to monetize your content on Skillshare. It's completely new, and I actually haven't been paid yet based on this program, right? This AI licensing feature on Skillshare, but I'm going to update you when I do so. It's just another opportunity to monetize your content, which I feel is very, very cool. Now, finding success as a beginner. If you're watching this video right here, you're probably a beginner and you're thinking if it's worth starting to teach on Skillshare. And well, it really depends. That's my answer. It really depends. If you already have the systems and you're already a content creator and you have some basic understanding on how to use a camera and how to edit a very basic video, then it 100% is worth teaching on Skillshare. We all have something to teach. They have amazing teacher support on the platform, way better teacher support than on Udemy. You can ask questions, they can answer them. They have handouts on how to create your first course, right? And I've helped more than 360 people do that. Exactly what you're looking for. I've helped personally 360 people create, launch, and scale courses inside of Skillshare, and it's not that hard to do so. On top of that, the same lesson, let's say we shoot a lesson, right? And we upload it on YouTube and on Skillshare, right? On YouTube, chances are that no one's going to care about your content, and your content is not going to find success due to the fact that YouTube is so saturated as a platform. There is so much competition on YouTube, whereas on Skillshare, it is not saturated. We have lots of students there that want to learn, but not that many teachers. So it's more easy to dominate the field of Skillshare, the platform of Skillshare, rather than trying to find success on YouTube by creating clickbaity videos and editing your videos to maximize, let's say, engagement and your attention and all that stuff. It is something that made me sick on YouTube. That's why I just solely create informational videos here on YouTube, right? And the same informational videos also find huge success on Skillshare. So if you're an informational content creator and you want to just transmit information and help people with your information, Skillshare would be an amazing solution for you. A great way to find success in the platform is by analyzing their in-demand class topics. So every quarter of the year, Skillshare releases a list with their in-demand class topics. So topics that rank up on search results that students are searching for. And if you create a course on one of these topics, chances are that you will find success. Now, the best way, in my opinion, to find success as a beginner in the platform is to align, right, a subject that you're willing to teach and you're comfortable teaching and you already know with one of these in-demand class topics. For example, let's say that you are a content creator and you can instruct content creation. We get that, right? And let's say that a hot topic on Skillshare is Notion. So what you can do is you can instruct a course on how to use Notion as a creative professional or how to use Notion as a content creator. I mean, this obviously involves you also knowing how to use Notion, but you get the point here. So this is how you find success as a beginner on Skillshare. Now it's time to focus on the last point of this video, which is Skillshare versus Udemy as a platform. Now I have found success in both of these platforms, both on Skillshare and Udemy. In my case, I've made more money on Skillshare actually than I've made on Udemy, but it really comes down into the courses that I instruct and the length of my courses. During the last months, actually, my Udemy on revenue has been growing and it is going to match my revenue on Skillshare, right? But you do not have to choose between these two platforms. That's the beautiful thing behind this business model. That's behind the beautiful thing behind creating courses for online course marketplaces. Both of these platforms are completely okay with you giving your content and having your content on both platforms and gaining revenue from both of these platforms. And the cool thing that I've again found out is that audience that consumes courses on Udemy does not overlap with audience that consumes courses on Skillshare. So it is a completely different demographic of students. Usually people that purchase courses on Udemy do not also have a yearly subscription on Skillshare. They just stick to one platform each. So your course being uploaded on Udemy will not, let's say, saturate the market on Skillshare, right? You're just going to be accumulating students from both of these platforms. Now, regarding teacher support, Skillshare is completely unmatched. You really feel like you belong in a community. You really feel like if something happens, you have someone to talk about. And also the top teacher community, the rising teacher community, it's just a cool way to connect with other instructors that I couldn't find on Udemy. So I'm very happy with the way that you get to communicate with other instructors and share your knowledge and share your problems, let's say, right, and troubleshoot on Skillshare. To give an example, I have a person on Skillshare which communicates with every single top teacher, which I can send a message to and ask questions and tailor my strategy for my next courses. And I think that this is absolutely awesome and very cool. On top of that, on Skillshare, top teachers and rising teachers have quarterly Zoom calls together. And sometimes also the CEO of Skillshare joins these calls, which is just, it makes things way, way cooler. You do not find this level of engagement on Udemy, right? So my reflections, if you're a beginner and you want to create courses and you're debating between hosting a course on your platform, on when should I upload my course, absolutely upload it on Skillshare. You have nothing to lose. You have zero opportunity cost, right? It's a great way to have people know, like, and trust you in this platform and an amazing community to engage to. If I was starting from zero, I would first upload my course on Skillshare and then start uploading on YouTube if I was a content creator, right? And in my opinion, compared to Udemy, Skillshare is actually a superior online course marketplace, right? If you find value in this video and you want to work with me on a one-on-one basis, you can check out the first link in the description in which you can find access to the Course Creation Academy. This is my personal program in which I help complete beginners create, launch, and scale their online courses inside of these online course marketplace. No followers needed, $0 to invest in ads needed. Right? So I'm going to see you in the next video.